Well, how's it going, guys, and welcome back to the channel. And today we are reacting to Kanye West have an interview talking about Christianity and basically prayer and what he thinks about prayer, and it has some really interesting and strange points. So let's just get right into it.
You know, at one point, we hear, and this is all you. We hear, Jesus is king. We hear this, but that's all you. Then there's sometimes you just want to say, man, not it, but you just want to say, man, this is what I'm feeling right now. Are you in that space where you're comfortable enough to say, this is where I am right now? I'm still a man of God. Jesus still is king, but this is vultures right now. This is where I am.
It is, but I have my issues with Jesus. There's a lot of stuff I went through that I prayed and I didn't see Jesus show up. So I had to put my experience in this world, my experience with my children, my experience with other people, my experience with my account, my experience with my brand, and my experience with the level of music that I was dealing with in my own hands.
What he's saying is he's putting his faith in stuff that he knows rather than actually putting faith in God, right? So he's putting his trust and putting his life in the hands of something that can go away with an instant, right? It can go away with one snap. All that stuff, all of his experience, all of his memories, everything can disappear forever, like in 1 second. But God will never disappear. God never fails, and that's putting faith in God. So it sounds like it's a faith testing that God was giving to Kanye, and he obviously did not follow through with it and started to put his faith in his test and trust and everything in other things of the world, things that he can see, that's tangible, that he knows, right? He's saying his experience with what he knows, his brand, all this kind of stuff, but not his faith in God, which never end, right? We're always going to fail if we put our faith and our trust in something that will end if it's not God. Anytime we ever put our faith in something that's not God, it can end, and it can be taken away in an instant, and it will be taken away in an instant, right? We need to put our faith and our trust in God, who is never ending, right? And then we'll never have any issues with our faith or trust. We'll be tested, but as long as we have our faith and trust in God, it'll stay strong there.
Like a lot of times I just feel like in our society, in America, people, Christians, we depend on Jesus so much that we won't put the word in ourselves. And the main thing that really that I don't rock with is like, it's just always like, I'm gonna pray for you. And it's just like, you can actually physically do something yourself too.
Well, prayer is one of the most powerful things ever. We see it in the Bible firsthand that all this stuff happens, right? When you're reading through the Bible, you see prayer perform these miraculous things, right? Because people pray for it. All these things happen through prayer. And Philippians 4:6 says, "Do not be anxious about anything, but in everything by prayer and supplication with thanksgiving let your requests be made known to God," right? And it's all about intention as well. Kanye could have had a terrible intention going into praying about stuff and just praying for stuff for his own will and for him and just selfish reasons, right? And obviously God's not just going to give you a bunch of selfish stuff, and it's not going to feed that. He's going to help you. He's going to try and get you out of that, but it's whether you see what he's doing and accept that help, or you push it to the side.
More than just pray. And we're so in this mentality that's all that needs to happen, but we ain't praying our way out of prison.
Gotta admit, I'm a little bit confused with that, because if you kind of think about that for a second, why would God just be like, oh yeah, that's right, you didn't do something to be in prison or in jail. Let me just get you out of there real quick, Yes, he can forgive your sins for if you did something terrible, right? He can forgive basically anything. So it just doesn't make any sense, right? Like, yeah, you can pray, hey, God, help me get out of prison, but he's not just going to open up the doors for you and let you get out of prison, You did something to be in there anyway. I feel like the arguments he's just throwing at this to try and make it make sense make even less sense when you start to really break it down. So not really sure what he's getting at here.
We ain't praying our way out of the abortion clinics. We ain't praying our way to get our land back that was always ours after gentrification, after the Harlem Renaissance and Black Wall Street was burned to the ground. Them prayers ain't working. We have to apply actual physical building partnerships, and it don't start unless we could really be real with each other and say, this is what I did, this is what I did. Like, look at this. I know I'm not gonna third rail your interview, but look at the power of what happened when me and Kyrie was on the same page. See, that's what's scary. But what they do is they put us each in a silo and say your grandmother gonna lose her crib and this gonna, you know how many threats we've been dealt with? And I didn't pray my way through them threats either. I had to get up and do it myself. I had so much to do, I ain't had time to pray.
I'm not even sure what to say to that, you know? It kind of just brings up the point of, okay, so you just rejected God. You knew he was there. He was trying to help you. He always wants to help you. He always wants a better life for you. So when these threats and stuff that he was saying, they were coming at you, he just decided, no, maybe I should just deal with it myself. So yeah, you did deal with it, and you did come out, and you may be better now. I mean, I'm not sure of his entire situation based off this clip, but what it seems like is, yes, these were coming at you. You took things into your own hands, and good job, you did it. But with prayer, you said you didn't even have time to pray. Then you don't have time for God. Like, you're just shoving him to the side, it sounds like. I'm not really sure where he's even going, like where this whole thing went, where he was trying to go with this, and why he's even going this route. Like, it seemed like he had a perfectly good route of his life set up, and I was like, man, this is going to be awesome. I love this new wave that's coming, especially as celebrities move towards Christianity. It really shows, hey, they're pushing this subject and this agenda on younger people, because younger people are attentive to this music. They listen to this music. They watch this person. They love this person, and so they see that, and they might move towards it. But with this, it's like, I don't know. And it just doesn't make that much sense to me. So let me know in the comment section if you can make any more sense of this, or if you have any other ideas or opinions on this. And let me know if you want me to react to some more Kanye and see if there's anything else that he said kind of crazy. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.